Hi. It's been quite a long while, and I haven't made anything lately, but I have some announcements to make. But before I do make said announcements, I wanted to tell you guys about somebody who means everything to me. Her name is Angela, and I wanted to tell you guys how I met this amazing person. So, every year at my high school, in our choir class, they have this little meetup called DMC, in which all these other choir classes come and meet up at one place, and they all perform against each other to see who would do best. During this year, we got a 2 on it. And, anyways, I met her a while ago, and while we were at the concert, we finished up and we went back down into the room that we were supposed to stay in until all the performances were done and they were voted upon. And so while we were sitting down there, I was super bored. I had nothing better to do. All I had was my PlayStation Vita to play, and my friend Tommy was bored as hell too. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I look over to my friend Devin. She's doing my other friend's makeup, and I'm like, okay. She does really good makeup, by the way. I went and walked up to her and I was like, Devin, are you bored? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Can you do my makeup, please? And she's like, what, really? And I was like, yeah, I've got nothing better to do. And so she sat me in a chair, and my head was like this, like half the time, more like 3/4 of the time, and she did my makeup in a matter of an hour or more. And I just remember my neck was killing me. But anyways, after I was done, I was looking fine. Really fine. And so I went and looked in the mirror, and I was like, whoa. She defined my beard, my eyebrows, and my face was super tan, so it was kind of like a Trump diva. I went upstairs because I got bored being downstairs for so long, and I just remember all these guys just giving me a look like, no. And then these girls kept running up to me, like, oh my god! I was like, wow, alright, so this is pretty cool. And one of the moments of me being up there, around 11 minutes later of me being up there, this amazing woman runs up to me. I don't know who she was, I don't know why she did this to me, but she ran up and jumped onto me and hugged me for like a short, brief second. It's like, oh my god, oh my freaking god, who did your makeup? Did you do your makeup? And I was like, no, my friend downstairs, she did my makeup. And we were just like, she was so thrilled about it. I was like, okay, alright. Now, I didn't really think much of it at first because I thought that I was never going to talk to her again after this. But we went downstairs, she talked to my friend, and we went back upstairs. And basically, her and I were talking to each other, and she already had her makeup done, but her makeup was done just a little bit by, I think somebody else, or she did get her makeup done by Devin, I don't remember, but after everybody was, like, getting their makeup done and all that, her and I went and sat at a table, and so we started talking, and we talked for a long time, and we kept talking until the point she had to go, and so I thought I was never going to see her again after that, but during our time talking, she cared about what I was saying. She listened and gave great responses back, and she understood so many things, and I never expected that. Her and I exchanged Instagram accounts, though, and I was like, okay, cool. Went home, went to sleep, woke up around 10 or something, and I see a message on my phone, like, who is this? So I go and check the message, and to my surprise, it was her. And she said hi. Now, the one thing I found very strange about this was she talked to me first rather than I talked to her first. But back to the story. So we were just, talking to each other constantly, a whole bunch. Like, it was amazing. Like, she, like had so much to talk about. I had so much to talk about. And we, like, cared about everything we were talking about. We helped each other out, and we just vented to each other a lot, and it helped both of us get through a whole bunch of things that we were going through. And she cared about every word I said, and I don't think I could ever thank her enough for doing that for me. But after a long while of us talking, a few weeks, she went and popped up in like we met each other first actually. Like we met each other outside of school during one of the weekends, and she like asked me, "Hey, can I come see you?" And she's like, "Sure." I was like, "Okay, whoa, all right, cool." So she comes over to my house, and her and I are just messing around, screwing around, enjoying time with each other, and we ate some pizza, and we just talked. It was great. And I kind of posted this thing on Snapchat, like I'm holding her hand. I was like, "Am I in a relationship?" Everybody was freaking out about it, and so we just kept talking to each other, and it was amazing. We'd constantly video chat. We'd just keep talking, and everybody kept thinking, "Oh, you met her online, or you met him online." So to their surprise, we actually met each other in person, and she came and saw me, and it was great. She took time out of her weekend, out of her day to come see me and talk to me and hang around me. And I started catching feelings for her, but I didn't know exactly if she had feelings for me or not. But she said that she was throwing a lot of signals. I'm not good at catching signals, nor am I good at catching sarcastic remarks. I take a lot of things seriously, and half the time when someone tells me something, I don't know what they meant by that sarcastic remark. So I'm like, okay, alright. I mean, her and I, we would hug and all this other stuff. We'd hold hands, and I never really, like, thought of it. Her and I would sit in my car, and we just talk. And I loved it. And so, after a while of us talking to each other, we had each other on Snapchat. We were just sitting there. I posted that thing with the holding her hand and all that, and everybody's looking at it, and everybody popping up in my DMs like, who is this? Who is this? I didn't say who it was, but just kept it a secret for a while. And I just really, like, after a few weeks of talking to her, I just really wanted to ask her out, and I never did. I hate myself every day for not doing that. I mean, I literally hate myself. It's just that I get mad about it, that I should have asked sooner, because she wanted to go out with me. And I wanted to go out with her, and I just really never caught her signals or anything, because I have been in a relationship for a long while, ever since I met her. And she just threw so many signals, and I never caught on, and she just still gets mad at me frequently for not catching on to those. So one day she uses her friend's Snapchat account and starts talking to me and asking me a question. "Do you like Angela?" I'm like, as a friend, but if we ever wanted to date, I wouldn't want to ruin that. But if she would like to date, I mean, I would totally, yeah, I would be fine. I'd be fine with it. I kind of made it sound really bad, but I really did want to date her. And so it got to the point where we were talking to each other on Snapchat, and that day we started going out. And I was just like so happy about that. I was like, wow, okay. That happened. And she came to my house that weekend, and we hung out with each other. And I was kind of awkward about it at first, but then I just started feeling natural about it. Like, she was as weird and quirky as I am, and we would do like the cutest things and all this other stuff. Like, she made, like, the first date we went on, we went to this pool, and she took me to the pool, by the way, and I was like, whoa, okay, you're taking me out. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. But I was just like, wow, she's wanting me to go out with her, and we're at this pool, and I felt so comfortable with her. I didn't really think much of it, but I loved her. And she said that there was a point either in, like, between, like, us dating and us not dating, and I don't remember when it was before or after, but there was one night in this car, and I was taking her home with my dad, and so we're sitting in the back seat. I'm on the opposite side of the seat, while she's on the other side of the seat. And she is frightened of lightning and thunderstorms and such. So she's just sitting there, like, getting worried. She's, covering up her face. She just really didn't like the outside world and outside the car. So I went and just, okay, She's uncomfortable. I'm just gonna. All right, yeah, okay. I put her in my arms, and she just felt safe. She said that she felt really safe, and I think this is before I started dating her, but so we got to her house, and it was like storming really bad, and so I took off my flannel and I said, "Here, put this over your head," and we ran up to the front of the house. We were on the front porch, and we sat there for a moment. We looked at each other. She handed me back the flannel, and I was just looking at her, and I was in awe, and I was like 0.2 seconds from kissing her, and she was actually wanting to kiss me then too, and she thought that I was going to, and she actually wanted me to. But during that 0.2 seconds, her sister opens the door, and we're just looking at each other like, I gotta go, and I went and left. And yeah, this was definitely before we started dating, and so she says that's when she just like really, really wanted to go out with me then. And you know, like I just said before, all the Snapchat stuff, and then we went and started going out with each other. And the next date after that, we went to go see a movie. She made all these adorable little... Where's it at? She made all these adorable little letters for me. Like, open this when I'm mad, or open this when I'm annoyed, or open this when I can't talk to her. Open this when I'm lonely, or I look at the moon, or I want to kiss her, or open when I'm sad, or open when she leaves for college. She made me these things because she really did love me. She is my best friend. I made letters for her. Yeah, my handwriting sucks, but she was able to read it, and she just went to the bathroom crying because I made her a letter of how I truly felt about her. But, she does so much for me, and I do so little in return, and I want to do everything for her. I want her to feel safe. I want her to feel loved. I want her to feel like she's on top of the world. I really do love her. And that's the story of how her and I started dating. Skits will be out soon. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And Angela, thank you for everything you've done for me. For all the times you've made me sad, angry, happy. Thank you for every one of those moments. Bye, guys. Just sitting here chilling, FaceTiming the love of my life.
I'm just chilling, Cedar Rapids.
Oh, jeez. That's my foot. That's the love of my life. And that's her phone. And that's her beautiful face.